Hi guys, welcome to Heart of the Home. Mitchell. So I thought we were just talking about insulation.
Well, we are, but I got a little distracted because there's this. I saw a picture of something that I want to do in here, so I was asking him if it's possible because you know how I talked about I didn't want to do open shelving?
Yeah.
It's not like open shelving like I've done in the past where it's like 2 or 3 shelves kind of thing and it looks kind of farmhouse. This is more, I don't know, what would you say?
Oh, it's just one floating shelf. There's no
There's no brackets or
anything
anything, so
like
it's really
that.
clean.
Okay.
And then the tile would start obviously at the countertop and it stops at the one floating shelf. And so the shelf is kind of, you know,
The line.
this kind of height-ish.
Okay.
And then the tiles below it. It's really pretty. I don't have a picture right now.
And
But-
what is
so
your
my
concern though? Like,
concern
what
is
would
that
you do
when
here?
you do that, you always have to remember that you have a cabinet here, and so that it has to function with the cabinet on this wall. So I was asking Will if it's even possible.
Well, the best way to do it when you have a corner is to go ahead and put in a corner cabinet, because other than
So the door would open.
yeah, I mean, if you don't, you're just going to have an open space to where the door can open, and that just doesn't look right.
It's awkward.
So the best thing to do is just go ahead and have the cabinet and then fit the shelf where you can. So on this side, the cabinet's going to come out so far that you're not going to have anything.
Okay.
So
But-
my question was, if that happens, how much actual space is left? Because that's where we know to stop the tile on that side. So how would you stop the tile on this side?
It would stop at the bottom of the cabinet.
So it wouldn't be. But would the cabinet go all the way to the
It
window
couldn't
ledge?
stop at the bottom of the cabinet because that's not going to be the same height as that, is it? Or we're going to
Yes. Re-look at that picture that you had. The shelf went to the bottom of the cabinet.
make... Okay.
I trust Will the Builder.
No, I do too because he's usually right about stuff like that and I'm not. So, and I have accepted this. Okay.
So on this side, we can do
Okay.
that. And on that side, it's just going to have to be the cabinet.
Okay.
I have no idea what you're even talking about, but I'm a visual person, so I kind of get the.
Yeah.
The
I'll bring a
concept.
picture next time.
Okay. All right. Well, so we still got some design in there.
Yeah.
We were guys. We were gonna just talk, but by the way, hey. So we're back at the newest flip, the Freedom Flip.
Yes.
Do you like the name I chose?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, because I try to name each project, and sometimes it's a hit and sometimes it's not. But anyway, so we really want to show off this guy's whole vibe and what I don't necessarily know if it's his vibe. It's just his lot in life with this thing as his wife. But we wanted to show you guys really the real process of a flip and how it happens, because you've seen all the pretty stuff, you've seen me neighbor shop, whatever. So we came back because they just installed insulation. So I'm gonna let you take over and just interrupt me because I know I talk a lot, and I'm very curious because I really don't know the next step. Like, what are you doing? Like, what comes next?
Well, we have the insulation in the attic and all that kind of stuff now. So the next step is sheetrock.
Okay.
Hopefully we can start on that this weekend.
Okay.
The hopes. And then of course from there moves on into the more fun
The fun
stuff.
stuff.
Uh,
But when the sheetrock goes up, that's when it really starts looking like a house.
Yeah, it'll
like
look-
when
Right.
you're in it now, you're kind of like,
Yeah.
I kind of get what you're saying that this is.
So the
this,
next
but-
time you see it, it will look completely different.
Because it'll actually have walls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll be able to see the designated spaces.
Yeah.
So from that point, like, so once you do sheetrock, I know it really depends on what contractor and vendor, right? The next step after that, or do you like have a system that you use?
I mean, from there we'll go straight to paint. We
Okay.
always paint first before we
Do flooring.
do anything else in the house, and then
That makes sense. So you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about any overshot, and you can do it with a sprayer.
right.
Right. So you'll do paint, then you'll do trim, or do you do paint,
We'll
then
do-
flooring, then trim?
Paint then flooring. Actually, we'll probably with the flooring we'll use, we'll probably put the cabinets in first,
And then do
the flooring
on top of the cabinet or on top of the flooring.
up to the cabinets. The flooring
Okay.
up to the cabinets.
Okay.
And then trim.
Have you guys picked out?
Nope. So we probably need to do that this coming week.
Yeah, we got to look at cabinets and flooring both.
And
so-
yeah, and I already have an idea of paint, but we could still get samples.
Yeah. So then like literally once the sheetrock goes up, we could come in and do paint samples and
Yep.
show them that, and then. Are you going to use, do you have a specific vendor? I don't know if you really want to drop all your vendors out there for the world to see, but is there a specific person that you use for flooring and cabinetry? Do you just find it wherever the vibe is, or?
Kind of wherever the vibe is. I feel like a lot of times our flooring comes from Home Depot because they have really good options. We use laminate usually, and they have like really good prices and really pretty flooring. So.
Okay. And you're doing the same throughout the whole house?
Except the bathrooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna do tile in the bathrooms?
Yep.
Okay.
And then, so like he's saying, I feel like it's gonna move pretty fast. Like once sheetrock goes up, it starts moving kind of fast. So I know you wanted to talk about how we've had a lot of interest in the house already.
Right.
And like.
So, well, thank you for. I
You're
totally
welcome.
forgot about that. So basically, we've already had people reach out about the home.
We've actually already shown it a couple of times.
Yeah. So if you're interested, feel free to reach out to me directly on my personal Facebook page or to them, whoever. But if you haven't procured financing, you don't know how the process starts, that's what I do. I'm a realtor. So you're more than welcome to get in touch with me and I can kind of go over the process with you. I've already spoken to Will and Amber kind of about what the price point of the house is going to be. We're not going to throw that out there yet because that can always, you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
So, but if you are interested in getting more information about the whole process and, or just the home in itself, feel free to reach out.
And don't wait. Don't wait until it's listed because it'll be too late.
I already have somebody who's super interested, but
Yeah.
they didn't want to. They've kind of seen it, but they want to wait until the sheetrock goes up so they can kind of get an idea of the flow.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's already been shown just to the studs. So that just goes to show you people love living in their homes. I mean, every person that they've done a home for that I know has been really excited and happy with it. So for you, the next step, because I really feel like we always end up taking over. Poor Will.
It's just what we do, Mitchell.
It really hurts my feelings.
I know, he's like, oh darn, I don't have to talk. But so sheetrock, and then you're gonna go into paint,
Yep.
and then you're gonna go into cabinets, flooring, and then it'll probably just be like the finish out, like plumbing fixtures and all that stuff, and making it pretty.
Mhm.
So it sounds so easy.
Yeah. It's
It
not going to go that smoothly.
It never goes to plan. It never does.
Never.
But that is the plan.
Yeah.
Well, when are you gonna paint the outside?
Oh, hopefully soon.
And then you guys will get to see who won the
It doesn't
color
matter
debate.
who won the color debate because it's going to be what it's going to be. Either
Right.
way,
Are you planning on doing anything additionally outside? Like, are you any landscaping or any like railings, like any of that stuff on the exterior? Somebody actually asked me that question.
Probably one of the coolest things I think are the shutters that I'm going to make.
Yeah, those are gonna be really cool.
So
Stay tuned.
Yeah, some custom shutters for the outside are going to be. They're going to be pretty cool.
So we should definitely get you doing that.
Yeah.
Like making them, showing your process.
We definitely
He builds a lot of like really custom stuff for Amber,
He does.
and she gets all the credit for it.
I always give him credit. Everybody knows I didn't do that stuff. I just
No, she just like said, "Hey, make this,"
It's perfect. It works
and it works out perfectly. All right, so the next time that you guys are back at the house and see it, it will be an actual house instead of a shell, and we will just go from there. And hopefully no major hiccups happen. Is it bad that I almost want one too, so that we can
No.
see?
Yeah, it is bad. Yeah.
No, well, you already have had one with the septic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
kinda.
so I mean that was a big delay. So yeah, thanks you guys for tuning in. That was kind of a little update of where we're gonna go from there, and we will see you soon with sheetrock and paint.
Yep.
It's gonna be the next episode. So stay tuned.